Alright, let's start with this one. How we doing, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5. Alright, who we got tonight? Yeah, we're gonna work on the volumes and whatnot. That's coming. Alright, let's see. Coming in hot. Yeah. Who we got tonight? Frank T, good to see you, man. I Fly Sim, welcome aboard. None Shall Pass. John Fly, good to see you as well. Average Gamer, hello to you too. Jones C. Every week we talk about your name, I think. Tech Claw, good to see you, man. Stu Dog, welcome aboard. Mr. Fabiano. Woo-hoo, that was loud. All right, that works. Marcus, welcome aboard. Who else we got in here? Matt747, good to see you, buddy. Astro Butch, welcome aboard. Keith Smith, welcome aboard. The venerable Keith Smith. And also we got Peter Gray in the house. Welcome aboard. Yeah, we got a lot of hellos to go to. Hello, Bob, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Lex Hearthstone, good to see you as well. Nuys 11th, Happy Pilot. Spitty 3, Sniper Full, good to see you as well. 501 Aviator. Oh man, Gem 7, Nagy, welcome aboard. Good to see you as well. Lou Ringer, Pilot Don. Happy Friday, guys. Fredor 21. I think I already said hello to Fredor, but hello again, Fredor. Pilot Guy, Tango 1 Alpha, good to see you. None Shall. We already said hello to None Shall Pass, but hello again. Seahawks Gaming. Cody 6849, welcome aboard. Storm Wizard, welcome aboard. Rhinov, good to see you as well. Thinking About, welcome aboard. Mr. Riddle, always good to see you, buddy. Mr. Giant Unicorn in the house. X-Plane Junkie. We got Grahil 247. I'm seeing some new names in here today. Bowman, always good to see you on Friday, Mr. Bowman. Jet Streamer. I think we hit them all for now. We go to the bottom of the list and see who else there is. X-Pilot P, happy Friday. Level Pulse, welcome aboard. Derpism, welcome aboard. Whew. All right. It's going to be a good night, guys. See here, I have so many knobs to play with now. I'm going to bring that one down a little bit. All right, let's do a couple last-minute checks here. Flight plan's been filed. Oh man, got some weather. Got some weather in SoCal today. I hope it sticks around. Apollo Fusion, my favorite English-Spanish man. How could I forget? All right. Let's go ahead and fade that out. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. It's good to see you all. I'm so excited to be here today. I started my day out with a dentist appointment where they put a dental implant in, so I'm drinking water today. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good week. If you missed Monday, you should go back and watch Monday. We did a Kerbal stream. And I've been told it was kind of hilarious. So that was a real good time. Had a lot of fun with Kerbal. I'm going to hopefully start getting some more games in here. But as far as today goes, I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing everybody flying 737. So we're going to change it up a lot and fly a little low and slow this evening. Putting together a flight plan is going to have us go John Wayne, Chino, and I think in either Whiteman or Van Nuys, and then back to John Wayne. That should probably take us a few hours here. And there's some weather that's in SoCal right now. Not sure if it's going to stick around, but we'll find out. And in the meantime, we've also got some new equipment that I'm playing with as well. Let me show you what I got here. So over here, is the webcam going to go? So over here, I have this thing. And I can now, I got so frustrated after the last stream that I was like having to mess around with plane volume and to get it to with ATC volume and all that. I went and bought a whole bunch of new hardware that I've been meaning to buy. So now we have a volume knob
Frontier 63
for ATC, and we have a volume knob for everything else. And eventually we'll have a volume knob for Skype as well, or any sort of voice chat once we do some of that. So I'm kind of excited to play around with it tonight, but we might be some growing pains. So if there's some issues on the audio front, please do let me know. Who else we got in the house? We got Mr. Josh in the house. Dan Sturk. Dan Sturk QC. I'm going to go with that. Good to see you. Will Ogby, welcome aboard. Yeah, I have a separate IV for beer. The IV's not plugged in today, but I'm not an alcoholic. I promise you I'm not. Ron H., welcome aboard. Good to see you, man. All right, so we're in the Cessna 172. We've gone ahead and filed our flight plan. I came in here and I started turning things on because I wanted to do some audio check stuff. I don't have my Track IR hat. Hang on, guys. Oh, shit. It's way over there. Hold on just a second. Awkward. So, in the process of setting all this new audio equipment up, and this is probably sounding awful right now, I also ripped apart my whole desk. I took everything off the desk, I put everything back on the desk, and I cleaned, and I mopped, and I vacuumed, and I did everything that you're supposed to do to keep a room clean. And it's in much better shape now. I'm quite happy with it. But like half my stuff is over here, and some stuff is over here. And my Track IR hat wasn't anywhere near me, so we have Track IR now, so all is well. Maddox, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. All right, iFlySims here for the first live stream. Good to see you, man. If you guys are here for the first stream, let me know. Also, let me know where you're from too, because we like to see how far away people are showing up, because it helps to inflate my ego, and it gives me something to talk about at dinner parties. Maddox, welcome aboard. Good to see you as well. Oh man, erectivirus. Yeah, we'll go with that. Good to see you, man. I'm using the medium resolution for the Cessna, and I might even go to the low resolution later on, but we'll see. Yeah, so I got to do a few housekeeping things. I need to have a mixture knob set. I always turn this mixture knob off when I'm not flying something with mixture, because if you bump it accidentally, you can actually just shut a jet engine right off, and that's bad. So we'll go ahead and let's turn the avionics off here, and let's get this thing fueled up and get it out of here. Weight and fuel. Yeah, we'll be heavy Cessna. We'll be Cessna 717 Tango Sierra heavy, and that should be enough gas, right? Yeah, okay. That puts me right at the limits of takeoff in this beastly Cessna 172. That's good. Okay, put that away. And then we will just start this thing, right? I mean, that's kind of what we have to do. Albuquerque, good to see you, man. Busted Minimums, welcome aboard. True Flight, good to see you as well. Peru. Well, Peru's doing pretty good. Germany's always represented. Kane Spo, good to see you, man. Yeah, all right. So we have to get this plane started. And if I recall, this thing is a bit of a pain in the ass here. So let's go to the right tank. Actually, let's pull the thing that I never want to have to do. Yeah, okay. Don't care about any of that. Nope. Fuel selector on both. Okay, fuel shutoff valve is on. Ignition switch is off. Yeah, okay. Avionics master switch is on. Avionics master is off. Master switch is on. Fuel quantity indicators. Yeah, sure. Okay, we got gas, right? Yeah, we got gas. And then avionics master switch can come on, apparently. Avionics cooling fan. Yep, okay. I hear it. Yeah, it's there. Let's turn it up a little bit there. Avionics master switch is good, and we'll turn the avionics back off, which they are. Static pressure, alternative static, or alternate static. Yep, don't care about that. Don't care. Put the flaps down, apparently. Extend all the flaps. Pitot heat. Yep. Okay. External lights. Yep. Okay. I don't even know why I did the pre-flight there, but I don't actually give a damn. Fuselage, don't care. Wings are good. Nose is good. Right wing, we don't care about that. Don't care about the empennage before starting the engine. Pre-flight inspection's good. Cell phones are turned off. Yeah, right. Passenger briefing, yeah, sure. Don't die. Keep your hands and feet inside the Cessna at all times. See here. Seatbelt, yeah, whatever. See, this is why we don't do checklists. All right, avionics max. This is the thing we care about. Avionics master switch is off. Fuel selector's on both. Fuel shutoff valve is on. Avionics circuit breaker. Can't argue with that. Open the throttle 1/4 of an inch. Mixture's at idle cutoff. Yell clear prop. Clear prop. Master switch is on. Flashing beacon will bring on. Yeah, the engine's cold. Auxiliary fuel pump switch is on. Fuel full rich until fuel flow. Do we have that fuel's not flowing?
Retard.
I don't know. That's appropriate. Sure, why not? That's good. What do we got tonight? The Jet Streamer, thank you for the beer, man. Beer from Italy. Oh, I appreciate it, dude. Italy's out there. I don't think I've ever had or even heard of an Italian beer before. So you should send me a message with Italian beers and see if I can find some out here. Ignition switch to start. Is that the magnetos? Yeah, okay. All right, and then cracked. Yep, okay. Oh wait, what? No, that needs to be pulled off. Okay, now we got it. What did we miss? More throttle? This plane never wants to start. Just turn on, damn it. Fuel shut off, pull. So is that off or is that off? Like, fuel shut off, pull off has got to be the worst way to label a switch, I think. All right, so what have we not done here? We have a fuel pump. We have master switch. We got magnetos. We got a little bit of mixture. We got a little bit of throttle push going here. That needs to be in. Okay, that's in. Great. And now let's try this again. Bring the mixture out. Ah! Uh-oh. Yeah! Thank you, smart people. Because it sure as shit, sure as heck wasn't me. All right. So we want to keep that about 1,000 on the RPMs. And then we'll lean for taxi, which we're good for. Okay, that's good. Flaps will bring up. And avionics master switch can come on. Once that's coming up, we'll bring our radios on. And, well, put that on standby. And that's off. And then that comes on like that. Yep, okay. We have a radio stack. We got the GPS coming online. We'll give clearance a call here next. So let's go smart. It's craft. Why do I keep wanting to call it smart? It's craft. How do I plane? All right, we're November 717 Tango Sierra. And we're going to be heading John Wayne off to Chino. And let me grab ye ol' airport chart for John Wayne. And I'm pretty sure it's 118.0. Yeah. All right. So let's turn them up here.
If you miss it, you miss it. We're going to catch that. I see you level at 11,000 now. Descend and maintain 7,000. Advise on the after John Wayne weather.
Today's instrument failure is sponsored by Flight SciTech, who just helped me fix my scenery. Thanks, Keith. Let's see what you can break. Oh, man. Mr. Dre, good to see you, buddy. Flying Drill, welcome aboard. Yeah, we flooded it. All right. So let's call up and get our clearance here. Downwind clearance, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra, IFR to Chino.
Okay, I heard another aircraft call. The only word I heard out of that was Chino, so aircraft called me saying something about Chino. Say again.
Cessna 717 Tango Sierra, IFR Chino.
First 717 Tango Sierra towing clearance. Good afternoon. Cleared the Chino Airport. Fly heading 220, radar vector, seal beats VOR, then it's filed. Maintain 2000, expect 5000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 3643.
Clear the Chino Airport on departure, heading 220, radar vector seal beach is filed. 2000 on departure, 5000 within 10. Departure 128.1, squawk 3643, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra.
717 Tango Sierra, read back correct.
All right. All right, so we got some work to do here. We're going to be heading 220. That's going to be here. So, oh man, it's not a click and drag. Oh, you're killing me. Killing me, Smalls. All right, heading 220 right there. And radar vector is Seal Beach, so let's get the Seal Beach VOR. We're not even going to care. We don't even care about that GPS. We're just going to look at our charts here. Flying slant alpha. So Seal Beach is 115.7. And pull you down there, 115.7. Good. All right, that's Seal Beach. And then 2000 on departure. Not that high, that's for sure. 2000 on departure. All right, there's 2000 on departure. 5000 within 10, that's good. 128.1's departure, we'll come back to that. 3643 for the squawk. So 3643 and altitude. That checks. Let's grab the weather real quick. Boom, 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 boom. I need that. That's my route. And
20 right. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions.
Yep.
All
Yep.
VFR departures. Contact
Okay, that's not us.
with your aircraft type, initial heading, and requested cruise altitude. Operate transponder with mode C on all taxiways and runways. Advise on initial contact you have Charlie.
Charlie.
John Wayne Airport information Charlie. 2153 Zulu. Line 200 at 11. Visibility 10. View clouds at 2,200. 2,600 scattered. Ceiling 18,000 broken. To 5,000 broken. Temperature 17. 2.11. Altimeter 29990. Visual approach runway 20 left.
The weather in John Wayne is kind of nice.
Departing runway 20.
All right, so we got information. Charlie, winds 200 at 11. Altimeter is 29990. That's the bits that we care about. Hop over here to the altimeter. And we'll go 29990. 90 is right there. Hop onto the... And how close are we right now? And we'll head on over to Tower Run Up. Do our run up over there. All right, so taxi check. We'll check the brakes here in just a second. We'll make sure the turn coordinator, the altitude indicator, and all that good stuff is operating. Let's put you away for now. Let's go to the next page. We're not doing short field. All right, pull you down there. Let's see here. We need to go to ground. So ground on the west side is 132.25. 32. 25. And then tower is going to be... we'll probably... I don't know. It depends on what runway we get. So we'll come back for that for tower. So we are at... Oh, God. Where the hell are we? I don't know. We're near Alpha Golf. There is no such thing as Alpha Golf. Golf. We're near Golf. All right, so let's go ahead and head out there. Let go of the brakes. So we move here. Quick tap. Make sure the brakes work. They do. Track IR power is activate. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hang on. I am all sorts of screwed up, guys. We'll get this going, though. Enable track IR. Well, that's awkward. Okay. There we go. Make you all sick now. Job wing ground. Cessna 717 Tango Sierra's west side of the field near Golf with Charlie ready for taxi to the run-up. Oh, you know what? That was my fault. I turned...
717 Tango Sierra, tower run up, taxi via Bravo.
Tower run up via Bravo, 717 Tango Sierra. Yeah, this is the growing pains of new equipment, is what this is. I had him turned off. And nobody turns off... No, I'm not. I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Last aircraft calling Chino, say call sign only.
November 1, Internet 47.
Everybody going to Chino tonight. All right, how we doing, guys? It's good to see y'all. The placard has too many numbers in the call sign. It does, doesn't it? Or does it? I actually don't know. Trig Vision, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Stollerant, welcome aboard as well. Mr. Fabiano is here. G. Settery, good to see you as well.
19947 cleared to Chino via flighting 220 radar vector Seal Beach.
Can you guys hear the comms okay, or are we still too low? I can bring things up a bit if I need to.
Frequency 128.1, squawk 3642.
For 19947, read back correct.
All right, tower run-up's over here.
For 187 Papa Whiskey, contact Bakersfield. Actually, number 7 Papa Whiskey, remain this frequency. This runway 30, right, clear land.
Winds are 200, so we're going to want to flip ourselves around. And we'll just do a little loop-de-loop here. Last time I flew this plane, I ground looped it somehow. Let's hope we don't have a repeat of that, because that was kind of embarrassing. All right. Parking brake. And let us... Parking brake is set. Passenger seat back. Yeah, okay, most of you. Why are we still moving? Seatbelts are good. Doors and windows closed and locked. Flight controls free and clear. Flight instruments are checked. Fuel quantity is good. Mixture to full rich. Fuel selector is on both. Throttle to 1800 RPMs.
We're at the West Hangars near Hotel.
Magnetos, looking for a no more than 150 drop.
Tower run up via Bravo.
Tower run up via Bravo 2 Delta X.
That looks good. That looks good. Back to both. Vacuum gauge. Where is the vacuum gauge? Yep. Vacuum gauge is sucking. That's great. Engine instruments are in the green. Checked. Annunciator panel, no annunciators. We got a net. Oh yeah, that's fine. No annunciators, good there. Check to idle. Throttle comes back to idles. Or idle. We'll go to 1000 RPMs here. Radios are good. Nav GPS not worried about. Autopilot is turned off. Electric manual trim. Trim's good. All right, let's get out of here.
Bakersfield ground, 27 Papa Whiskey. Clear, please arrive at your going to transit park.
7 Papa Whiskey, the last controller gave you a text. You were just told to monitor ground, which just means you tuned to frequency. You don't actually have
All right.
have to call, but text to parking via Alpha.
Bring it up a click. All right.
Thank you very much.
See how that goes. Let me know if that's better, guys. I want to make sure you can hear my voice over the ATC. And I'm going to go back and watch this all again, too. I did a little tweaking this afternoon, but, you know, it could be better. John Wayne ground, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra is at the tower run-up looking to taxi for departure. That was a terrible call.
First 717 Tango Sierra, following ground, runway 20 right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo.
20 right Kilo via Bravo, 717 Tango Sierra. Okay. Those were two. Those were both very
tower run up.
bad
We will
calls.
follow the Cessna IFR.
Why did my
2 Delta X-ray,
Oh.
follow Cessna, runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo Kilo. Requested runway 20 left at Kilo. Got it right first, runway 20 right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
20 right Kilo means we're going to be tuning into
20 right.
126.8.
We'll follow the Cessna.
26.8. Like so. All right, we got John here. Mr. John fly right behind us. Can't see him right now. There we can, though. All right.
And jumping on the Skyhawk 19947 coming out of the southeast FBO with Whiskey ready to taxi IFR.
For 19947, following ground, runway 20 left at Kilo, taxi via Alpha Hotel Charlie.
20 left at Kilo via Alpha Hotel Charlie 9%.
All right, so takeoff, departure, yeah, whatever. Departing when we're departing, 1832. Instruments are in the green. Yes, it is. Is this Kilo? Yeah, it's Kilo. All right, 126.8, and then departure frequency is 128.1. Had a lot of stuff happen since we talked to clearance, but I think we'll still be okay. 28.1. All right, John Wayne Tower, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra holding short 20 right Kilo.
That's 717 Tango Sierra, following tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 20 right Kilo, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra. All right, start the clock. Nope. That should maybe start the clock. I'm going to say it's going to start the clock. Left is clear. Right's clear. All right, instruments good. Transponders on altitude. Landing light can come on. Strobe light can come on. And, yeah, okay. So we're going to go, and we're going to pull back at some point. Throttle full, mixture rich. Climbing out at 70 knots. Here we go. Fuel flow's good. Instruments are all in the green. Airspeed's alive. There's 70. Nose pretty much lifts itself right up.
X-ray ready to go 20 right.
For 572 Delta X-ray, down tower, hold short, runway 20 right, departing traffic.
Right, 2 Delta X-ray.
All right, there's a climb.
For 7 is ready at 20 left at
Turn
Kilo.
off to 220.
19947, down tower, hold short, runway 20 left at Kilo, number 2 for, it'll be a couple minutes for in-trail spacing.
Hold short 20 left at Kilo 9%.
For 717 Tango Sierra, contact departure.
Over to departure, 77 Tango Sierra, take off. All right, sit rep, we're climbing. SoCal departure, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra is 700 for 2,000.
For 717 Tango Sierra, SoCal departure, radar contact climb, maintain 5,000.
Up to 5,000, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra. All right, after takeoff checklist, oil pressure is in the green. Flaps are up. Aircraft lighting, we can go and turn the taxi light off. And yeah, bring the fuel pump off as well. All right, so let's keep that on 220. Let us set our altitude for 5,000. All right, we climbing. Done with track IR for now.
For 572 Delta X-ray, runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff, wind 20011.
Okay. Well, that was easy. Let's make sure we got... Do we have Seal Beach? Yeah, we got Seal Beach.
For 7 Tango Sierra, fly heading 360, join Victor 8, residual navigation.
360, join Victor 8, resume on navigation, 717, take us 0. Alright. Make our turn here.
Plan 47, Roger, let me know when you're ready to go.
Alright. There's 360.
Delta 515, fin to maintain 3000.
3,000 to Delta 515.
And if we're going to join our airway, Victor 8 is going to have us at 058 off of Seal Beach. So that's going to be this guy over here. We'll make him 058. About right there. And now we're going to climb in rental power. We're not worried about any of that. And then after Seal Beach, we're going to have Paradise, which is 112.2.
We're in 47, Roger. We're 572 Delta X-ray, contact.
So let's get that ready to go. 12.2, like so. And I'm also going to put 112.2 in my secondary, so that I have it up and ready to go.
SoCal departure 572 Delta X-ray 1000.
All right.
2000.
We're 572 Delta X-ray, SoCal
And then
departure,
set our
radar
DME
contact,
for.
Climb maintain 5000 to Delta X-ray.
Oh, DME only works off the radio, doesn't it? Well, we don't need DME. We're good.
For 19947.
We're gonna be flying into. We're gonna be flying into Paradise, the reciprocal of 238. Oh, that's 058. And then the reciprocal of 238.
For 572 Delta X-ray, fly heading 330, join Victor 8, resume on navigation.
All right.
330.
Still in the green.
Victor 8, resume on nav.
We're running them pretty hard.
Delta
But once we get above 3,000 feet here, which we are, we'll go ahead and lean her out.
100, Delta 515.
So where is my EGT gauge? Has to be an EGT on here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Uh-oh. Well, that happened. Now we're on the instruments. Just keeping 360, looking for movement on the needle over here. And climbing. All right, how we doing? Sit rep. I think we're okay. Whew, good to see you, Iced. Welcome aboard. Pick a 5 stream. Welcome aboard as well. There we go. Got some. We got some bumps out here too.
Delta 515, 5 miles from Bunkie, fly heading 170, maintain 3000 until stop.
60 knot rotation. All right. Well, we're close enough.
Heading 170, maintain 3000 until stop.
Everybody's a critic. Oh, it's a cloud. 1,000 to go.
SoCal departure, afternoon Skyhawk 19947, 1,100, climbing 2,000.
Whoops. Let's try to keep our.
SoCal departure, climb maintain 5,000, clear direct Seal Beach, VOR, resume on navigation.
Let's try to keep ourselves in this heading here.
Clear direct Seal Beach, resume on
I'm having a difficult time with straight and level flight.
Slant Alpha, we're actually slant Golf today.
Here are all the men that area to still direct Seal Beach.
Roger, 9%.
Thanks, John Fly. Appreciate it. 500 to go. Look at that. That's cool. It's nice to pull the GA out once in a while. This is probably only like the 3rd or 4th time I've actually flown this plane. It's not. It's definitely not one that I pull out very often. Yeah, where is the Dramamine? Combination of my flying and the little bit of bumpiness we got here. Might need it. Fly with Josh XP. Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Happy Friday. All right. There's 5,000. Start trimming for this. How's our needles doing? Needles aren't moving yet. We're okay. Both of our nav radios are in a position where they should tell us something useful. And hopefully that something useful is not something's broken. Alright. One EB, good to see you, man. Yeah, this is all default scenery. Right out of the box. Where the airports we're flying into are going to be, they're both freeware airports, but yeah, as far as the ground textures you're looking at, this is all stock. Nuke Lab, good to see you, man. I'm doing pretty good. It's been a week. Been super, kind of busy all week actually. We did a Kerbal stream on Monday, which is pretty fun. And then went out with some friends last night for drinks and some dinner. I actually got pulled. I got pulled into. Oh, hey, we got movement on our needles here. I got pulled into a middle school production of The Lion King Jr. because our friend's kid was singing at the beginning of it. All right, here comes the airway. Let's go to 06060. Overflew that just a touch. Happens. Watching our altitude. All right, 14 miles from Paradise, where we want to make our cut to the next VOR. Boy, we really overshot the hell out of that. These airways are pretty wide, right? All right, just try to make a little adjustment there. Keep our altitude in check. But yeah, I had to go to a middle school production of The Lion King Jr., and it was interesting. It was very interesting, and we ducked out at intermission and took the kids back to the house. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, you would have seen me post a 3-liter bottle of wine last night, and we basically we polished that thing off. Like that was, we polished that off and still had to open another bottle. But it was a good night. Nobody's talking right now.
Delta 515, contact John Wayne Tower.
As if on cue.
Over John Wayne Tower, Delta.
Alright, we got some traffic here. But yeah, no, that was kind of the end cap of the week, and then a little dentist appointment this morning to get a new peg put in my jaw. It itches. An itchy mouth. It's no fun. Mech 1987, welcome aboard. Yeah, dude, Chevy's if you guys didn't know, Chevy's got some big news. He's took a job with an airline.
Runway 20 right, clear to land.
He's going to be quitting his job here fairly soon, which is very exciting. All right, so we're within 14 miles. We'll switch over to Paradise. I'm on 2.2, and we're supposed to be the reciprocal of 238, which is what we're on right now. So we're flying that. Let's try to keep that altitude. All right. I'm happy with this. Flight's going good.
717 Tango Sierra, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
135.4, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra. Whoops, not you. 35.4. And let's get Chino weather. 2206. 10 mile visibility, scattered 3,500, broken 6,000, 19 Celsius, 29er, 89er. SoCal approach, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra's at 5,000. We got the weather at Chino.
First 717 Tango Sierra, SoCal approach. Roger, Chino altimeter 29089, expect to visit approach from 826 right.
Two 989er was with the visual for 26 right, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, well, that's going to be easy enough. Everything's going good until it's not, I know. All I can hope is that Keith's got karate going tonight or something. Too busy to care about me. How you doing, Josh, man? It's good to see you, buddy. We haven't talked for a while. I've been a little busy. Have to drop in your team speak and catch up. Xylo, whenever somebody leaves their job for another job, I like to express it as quitting one's job and becoming unemployed ever so briefly, because that's more fun. I mean, not to make fun of the fact that some people don't have jobs, because that's awful, but it's still, you know, I'm amused. I just keep digging my hole right now. All right, visual coming in 26 right. It's not really much to care about. We got the field right now, but knowing the way X-Plane draws its cloud layers and whatnot, we're gonna kind of we're gonna wait till we get a little lower and basically ask. Oh yeah, that's worth mentioning too. If anybody's going to Flight SimCon, I know I've mentioned this a few times, but I'm going.
First 7 Tango Sierra, descend and maintain 3,000, fly present heading vectors to the airport.
3,000, present heading vectors to the airport. Cessna 717 Tango Sierra. All right, I don't know why I'm having problems talking today. All right, 3,000. Get that mixture in there. I don't know how fast you're supposed to descend a Cessna, but we're going to go with 1,000 feet per minute. Probably get Chino Tower up as well. Chino Tower is 118.5. 18.5. We'll use the autopilot for the next flight too. I like to do one without, just to say that I can. 118.5.
7 Tango Sierra, Chino Airport, 9 o'clock, 4 miles of port in sight.
We have the field in sight. Cessna 7 Tango Sierra. Cessna. I can't say Cessna tonight. Happy landing. Good to see you, man. Flight SciTech, welcome aboard. I did reduce power. I pulled the power back. My CPU is water cooled. I have a Corsair H110i, I believe. Yeah, dude. Anyway. So Flight SimCon, I'm gonna be there. Jeff's gonna be there. Josh is going. I know there's a few other guys. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say who all is going. Keith and Peter say they're gonna go. Like, there's gonna be a pretty good crew of us that are heading down there, and should be really exciting. Really good time. I'm looking forward.
572 Delta X-ray contact. SoCal approach 135.
I'm definitely looking forward to meeting everybody. Nicky Piano, good to see you, man. I'm doing pretty well. Welcome aboard. West Noble 1020, welcome aboard as well. Blank Cube, welcome aboard. Pratt PT, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. And SoCal approach, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra has Chino.
7 Tango Sierra is a cleared visual approach, 26 right.
Clear for the visual approach, 26 right, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra. All right, how do we fly a Cessna?
572 Delta X-ray level 5,000.
572 Delta X-ray SoCal approach, provided when you have the Chino weather.
All right. Let us go back to track IR mode.
Bear 7 Tango Sierra, contact Chino Tower.
Over to Chino Tower, 717 Tango Sierra. This is where it all starts to fall apart.
Your number 2 following a Cessna turning northbound currently 10 to 11 o'clock, 6 miles at 2,500, report in sight. For 2 Delta X-ray, follow that. Cessna cleared visual approach runway 26 right.
Chino Tower, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra's in the visual for 26 right.
For 717 Tango Sierra, Chino Tower, wind 210 at 6, runway 26 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 26 right, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, we'll do a little 45-degree action here, get ourselves in fast, quickly. Let's see, before landing, Gump's check. Gump's good. Fuel selectors on both, landing lights are on. Seatbelt harnesses are on, flaps.
The last Takeoff calling extremely quiet, hard to read. Turn up your microphone a little bit.
I don't know. Do we need flaps? We need flaps. What do we set our flaps to in a Cessna? I'm going to go with 20. And somebody tell me if that's wrong, because it probably is. So approach speed is going to be 60 to 70 knots once we get a little closer.
716
And yeah, that's good.
716 for gold, flat.
All right. 26 right. Gumps in a 172. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but hey, whatever. Oh, hey. We got a little throttle problem, guys. I just noticed. So my throttle seems to be stuck open. That's going to be a problem for us. Exercise the throttle. Yeah, okay.
John Wayne Tower, Delta 515 is clear of 20 right on Echo, ready for taxi to the terminal.
Okay. Is the airspeed indicator working?
You said you're taxiing to the terminal?
The airspeed indicator is
Sorry,
also broken.
Negative. We're taxiing to the FBO, Delta 515.
Delta 515, or to taxi to parking via Bravo.
Parking via Bravo, Delta 515.
Well, interesting. So we have a broken throttle, and our airspeed indicator seems to have stopped working. All right. So we're going to have to use our VFR-only GPS here for some information. Shouldn't it give me a ground... How do I get ground speed out of this thing? All right, well, I'm not going to get much out of that at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here pretty much full bore, and we'll pull the mixture as soon as we get close to the numbers.
For 572 Delta X-ray, contact.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Tower 118.5.
Why are we stalling? Okay, so the throttle...
Chino Tower, 2 Delta X-ray, we're number 226 right.
I'm not sure that failure worked the way that it was supposed to. Anyway, gear down 3 green.
Unable to lower due to that terrain.
Yep, okay, good. We're landing. Just push air.
For 572 Delta X-ray, Chino Tower, runway 26 right, clear to land.
26 right, clear to land, 2 Delta X-ray.
Tower, Delta 515, we're parked at gate. Thanks for a great flight. Have a good night.
515, roger.
Okay. What's going on with all the noise? Something broke. Chino Tower, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra had a little engine problem coming in on our approach. We're going to need the trucks out here.
2 aircraft one, number 7 Tango Sierra. Understand you had an engine problem, and are you going to need, you said you're going to need to do what?
We're going to need the trucks. We're stuck on the runway. We'll reconnect and come back.
We're 7 Tango Sierra, roger. 49947, understand you're looking to cancel IFR and proceed with flight following the Chino. And for 7 IFR,
well, that's interesting.
Received. Contact SoCal approach 135.
There's still quite a lot of wind noise that's happening. Nope, there it goes.
And Chino Tower, did I hear that right? Is the runway blocked 2 Delta X-ray?
Number 2 Delta X-ray, it's about to let you know it is. Change to runway 26 left, runway 26 left. Clear. And you can also have runway 21 if you'd prefer that, just let me know.
Okay.
26 left is fine, 2 Delta X-ray, thanks.
All right, so let's go and disconnect. We'll get this thing reset. All right, so let's talk about what just happened there. So we definitely, something buggered up with the airspeed indicator, that's for sure, because it was pegged at like 120. The throttle, the plane sounded, and the RPM gauge indicated that the plane was going like a bat out of hell, like that the RPMs were basically full. The throttle response, however, when I pulled the throttle back, the plane slowed down. So I nosed myself up to try to, like, I thought I was going real fast. So I nosed myself up in hopes that I would, slow down and all that good stuff. And I actually stalled the aircraft. So for whatever reason, I decided to push the throttle all the way forward, and the plane accelerated. So what happened there is, I'm pretty sure Keith threw something at my plane, or Peter threw something at my plane. But more interestingly is that the plane, the failure didn't seem to take properly. Like, it didn't seem like the plane actually failed itself as it was supposed to. So, yeah, that was real strange. Well, I have no way of checking on the pitot heat, so if it was the pitot heat, I can't help you there. But the thing is that the sound and the RPM and whatnot weren't actually responding to the throttle. And you can see the throttle was moving, but the plane was moving at a fairly steady, like, it sounded like it was going to be going like a bat out of hell. It was the tachometer and the airspeed indicator. Interesting. Okay, so Keith says it was the tachometer, the airspeed indicator, but what's interesting is, like, the sound of the engine didn't change. So the sound of the engine in this plane, in this model, must be linked to the tachometer or the RPMs. And so when you lock the RPMs at a certain rate, the audio for the engine stayed at that rate, but the actual throttle was doing stuff. So yeah, I think we found a bug in the plane. Well, that was that was interesting and eventful, and oh so very fun. I don't even know what to say to that. Like, that was weird. So let's go base the tower, and this thing will reload itself here. No, that's fine, Keith, man. That's cool. Like, I'm never upset about the failures. Like, it's an interesting thing. So the long and the short of it there is that PilotEdge is capable of pushing failures out to clients that are using X-Plane. And a long time ago, Keith did this to me a number of times as he was testing this functionality and thought it was hilarious. So now whenever Keith's in my chat, usually he's bound to screw with me in some way or another, or one way or another. And we almost always manage to break the planes in the process. So, yeah, that was kind of neat. But let's go ahead and let's make sure all the failures are reset in this thing now. Equipment failures, reset all systems operational. There we go. And yeah, we'll get this thing going again.
Taxi to hangar spot Delta, cross 26 right.
Turn him down. All right, avionics master off. So we're basically just going to start from scratch here. Although this time I have to file my flight plan. So let's bring this window out here and go to myflightroute.com. Route or route? My flight route? My flight route? I always say route. Myflightroute.com. We're going to go to the tech route search. Tech route search. We're not going to go there. KCNO. We're going to head up to Van Nuys. And we are a non-jet with a cruise of 189 knots or less, so we're Q. This is going to be us right here. So the Ontario November 1 tech route is what we're going to file. So IFR, November 717 Tango Sierra, Cessna 172. We're going to be slant alpha. We'll file 120 knots true. I think that's about proper. KCNO, KVNY. And cruising altitude is going to be 6,000 feet. 6,000 feet right there. We're going to file the Ontario November 1 at tech route and file that sucker. All right, Jeff. See you, buddy. All right, Keith, man. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Wes Noble, thanks, man. I love this Track IR hat. Joe Cool says root. Pratt PT says he left his Track IR hat out and went out for lunch. That's awesome, dude. Lufthansa, welcome aboard, man. It's good to see you. All right, so we filed the flight plan. I'm going to grab this here. And we'll head over to SkyVector. Skyvector.com, KCNO, KVNY. This time we'll use some autopilot too to sort of lighten the load a bit. It's gonna be another relatively short flight over there though. Okay, so we have that. Let's get this plane started up. I'm not gonna bother with the checklist this time. We did the checklist once. You guys saw me do it. That's fine. All right, fuel shutoffs open are in. Tanks are on both. Mixture or throttle is going to be cracked. We're going to go with the fuel pump on briefly. That's good. Beacon light can come on. And with any luck, we'll actually start it the first time here. So all right. Lean for taxi. We'll pull the RPMs back to 1,000. It's good right there. All right, let's bring the avionics online. I'd like to say first try every time, but we know that's not the case. Blank Cube, welcome aboard. Good to see you, man. Where do I get the music at the beginning? Pilot Brandon, good to see you, man. There are links at the very bottom of the stream that have links to all the music. I think it goes out to their YouTube channel and more information there. Jonathan Cordova, welcome aboard. Have I seen Star Wars on xplane.org? I haven't, no. Dude, I haven't seen Top Gun in a while. I feel like this may be a movie that I should own. So we're going to call Chino up. Chino. Pull the Chino ground chart here. Or rotate that sucker to the right. And Chino ground's going to be 121.6. 21.6. All right. Pop you up. Okay. Hello there.
We're departing right downwind, runway 27.
Mr. Finkett, good to see you, man. You only missed one flight. We're going to do probably 2 more flights. At least 2 more flights in this plane, then I might switch to something else. We'll see how it goes. All right. And scratch that off there. Pull my craft up. And we're going CNO to VNY. Chino ground, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra's IFR to Van Nuys.
We're 717 Tango Sierra, Chino ground. Clear to Van Nuys Airport, fly runway heading, radar vectors Paradise, VOR then asylum. Maintain 4,000, expect 6,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.4, squawk 2253.
Clear to Van Nuys Airport, runway heading, radar vectors Paradise as filed. 4,000 on departure, 6,000 within 10. Departure 135.4, squawk 2253, 717 Tango Sierra.
717 Tango Sierra, read back correct.
All right. So, runway heading. So we're going to be taking off probably take off 26 right since that's where we just landed. So we'll plan for 257 on the heading. So heading knob down here to 257. Boy, that takes a long time. 257 right there. 4,000 on departure. And then 6,000 within 10. 135.4. We'll come back to that. 2253 for the squawk. 2253. Squawk and altitude. That's good. All right. So that's good. We need to then think about the route. So we're going to be flying. The route that we filed took us to Paradise. Victor 186, Van Nuys. So we need to care about Paradise. Paradise is going to be 112.2. Pop that into nav 1. 112.2. And then after that, it's going to come the Van Nuys VOR, which is 113.1. And we'll put 113.1 and 112.2 down here as well. So we've got 112.2 already in, so 113.1. All right, so that's our nav radios all set. We got our transponder all set. We got the altitude set. We got the heading set. I think we're ready to get out of here and taxi. So we just checked the weather, but we'll check it one more time. Actually, I'll go ATIS player here. KCNO. Here we go.
Left. 26 right. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have Quebec.
Quebec.
Chino information Quebec. 2253 Zulu. Line 210 at 12. Visibility 10. Ceiling 7,500 broken. 8,500 broken. Temperature
Okay.
18.
Okay.
2.10.
Yeah.
Altimeter 2988.
2988.
Visual approach runway 26 left, 26 right, in use. Departing runway 26 left, 26
All right.
right. Read back all runway assignments.
26 left and right for
hold short
departure.
instructions.
Okay, so quick turnaround on that one. We're at the base of the tower, and we have Quebec, and we're getting ready to get out of here. So, hop up here, X camera on, make sure I can see, which I can.
Alright, Palomar Tower, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
For takeoff 24.
All right, just bang this sucker around here. Boy, that was totally the wrong way to go, but okay. Still all non-movement area over here, so hop out on this taxi line. As good as any place as me to try to get out.
Hawthorne Tower, King Air 28 Tango Mike.
All right, what are we recommending?
28 Tango Mike, Hawthorne Tower, runway 25.
Two more flights, assuming insurance deductibles. Yeah, no kidding. FSX pilot, welcome aboard, man. Good to see you. Joers 182, good to see you as well. Wind, yeah. Average gamer, dude, my day's pretty good. I worked from home today. I had some dental work done, so there's that.
Baron 432 Kilo X-ray with a weather request IFR to Van Nuys, please.
All right.
Number 432 Kilo X-ray, Tino ground, cleared to the Van Nuys Airport. Fly runway heading radar vectors Paradise VOR, that is filed. Maintain 4,000, expect 6,000, 1 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.4.
Tango 1A, beer number 5, yeah. I wish, man. No beers for this guy tonight.
Okay, Baron 432 Kilo X-ray.
For better or worse.
To Van Nuys will fly runway heading. Radar vectors Paradise, then is filed to maintain 4,000, expect 6,000.
Wait for his read back, and then we'll stab ourselves in there, get our ground clearance, get out of here, get our taxi clearance, I should say.
Read back correct. For 2250 Romeo, contact.
Oh, you're killing me, Peter.
Departure 50 Romeo.
Chino ground, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra is the base of the tower with Quebec, ready for taxi.
717 Tango Sierra, Tino ground, runway 26 right, taxi via Alpha Cross, runway 21.
26 right via Alpha Cross 21, 717 Tango Sierra. All right. Alpha's right out here in front of us.
We're 2250 Romeo, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain 4,000, clear direct Mission Bay VOR, resume on navigation.
All right, here's 2-1. We have clearance to cross. Left is clear, and the right's clear. I'm going to use the autopilot this time.
We're 28 Tango Mike, contact departure.
Departure 28 Tango Mike.
Only because, well, Because I want to. I want to actually be able to like look at chat and talk to people, and I can't do that if I have to worry about keeping a. Excuse me. If I have to worry about keeping a altitude and heading and everything else.
IFR to John Wayne, ready to copy.
Number 28 Tango Mike, SoCal departure radar contact, climb maintain 900,000.
26 right run up area. Straight ahead.
Southwest 651, velocity
Must
is
be
good,
right over here.
John Wayne Airport, Boat 6 departure, Hector transition in a slide, climb via SID squawk 4373.
Okay, we're clear to Santa Ana, Boat 6 departure, Hector transition as
winds are behind us.
Via the SID and squawking 4373 for Southwest.
Pop into this run up area here.
Southwest 651, read that correct.
Chino, ground bearing 432, X-ray, ready taxi.
Number 432, Kilo X-ray, Chino, ground, runway 26
All
right,
right, set the
taxi
parking
Alpha,
brake.
Cross runway 21.
1800 RPM, mixture full. 1800 RPMs.
Alpha, cross runway 21, preparing 432, X-ray.
Oil pressure's good. Oil temp's good. Got vac. Got fuel flow. And left mag. Right mag. Both mags. Back to idle. And 1,000 RPMs. Landing light. Whoops. Have light landing right. And strobe. And let's get out of here. Chino Tower is going to be 18.5. And then departure is going to be 1354. So 35.4. Chino Tower, Cessna 717, Takeoff Sierra is holding short 26 right.
Purdue, Charlie, SoCal depart right in. 717 Sierra, Chino Tower, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 26 right, Cessna 717, Takeoff Sierra.
Number 241 Echo, radar
and we're clear to the left, and we're clear to the right.
900,000.
Lights, camera, action. Let's find that center line. Oh. Oh, hello, weather. Boy, you got shitty real fast. And engines in the green. Our instruments in the green.
Tower,
Airspeed's alive.
6 miles southwest of the field, inbound for touch and go with the information.
Rotate at 70.
For Gulf San Bernardino Tower, make straight in runway 6.
Positive rate gear up.
After touch and go.
Alright, pitch for about 70 knots here.
Make straight in runway 6. Report 1 mile final. Say intention that touch and go 64 mile.
Number 6 for Gulf Lafayette question. What are your intentions after your touch and go?
64, I'm sorry, we depart westbound.
717 Tango Sierra, contact departure.
Departure, 717 Tango Sierra, take out.
For 28 Tango Mike, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Autopilot heading. Alright. And we're up to 4,000.
Tower home, so runway 26 right, it'll be a couple minutes for spacing.
SoCal departure, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra is 1,500 for 4,000.
For 717 Tango Sierra, SoCal departure, radar contact, join Victor 186, resume on navigation, climb maintain 6,000.
6,000, join Victor 186, resume on nav, 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, Victor 186, that's going to be coming off of Paradise at 276. So we'll set this guy here to 276.
John Wayne, altimeter 2989.
I think I went the long way. 276 right there. Okay, we already got movement on the needle, that's good. There's 2,000, we're going up to 6,000. We'll go ahead and, actually what are we climbing through? We're still only 2,000, so. Alright. comes the airway. As soon as it gets just a little bit closer there, we will, it's a little closer there, we'll switch over to nav mode. Bananas Duke, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard, John.
American 222, Los Angeles clearance, I read you, loud and clear, how do you read me?
Nagy, I got some new hardware. I've been playing with it all night, and we'll I'll show you guys here in just a second.
For 432 Kilo X.
Let me get on this airway.
Right, clear for takeoff.
One problem, one catastrophe at a time. All right, hit the nav button there. Should intercept that. Text Deuce. See you, man. Ham sandwich. Welcome aboard, Marshall. Good to see you, man.
716 for Golf.
Callum, welcome aboard, man.
Departure,
this is still 1.53, I think, is what I'm running. I'm definitely running a 1.5 version. Okay, we need to arm the altitude here. Turning into that. We're going to be on this airway for
American 232, Los Angeles clearance, go to Las Vegas.
only 12 miles. So right down here, only 12 miles, and we're going to make the jump to the next air or the next VOR.
3 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.2, squawk 4612.
Zeke, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. X-Plane Master, welcome aboard. Jetstreamer, I'm using whatever the most up-to-date drivers are. I actually just updated them today. Just updated them for better or worse. Look at that. It's a good looking plane. I do like this AirFoilLabs. I really do. It's a good plane. If you guys don't have it, you really should. Just saying. This is the AirFoilLabs 172. Yes, sir, Zeke. So Nagy asks what the new gear is. I have an audio board. I have an audio board over here. So I'm able to play around with a bunch of different, like, I bought a couple of sound cards, plugged them into this board, and I'm able to do things like raise the volume of ATC, take them down, independent of the aircraft. I can take the aircraft all the way down if I wanted to. So we could be flying around John fly mode here. And all we hear is ATC.
Southwest 651, Las Vegas ground, runway.
We'll bring that sucker back up. So it's basically a way for me to like have a little more fine control over the live stream. Crap.
6,000, 2 X-ray.
Slowing down a little bit here. Let's get that nose up. 4,000 feet. We can bring the mixture back, can't we? Fuel efficiency. That is the name of the game. Climb a little Lena Peak there. Okay. We got a cloud layer we're going to fly into in a moment. 5,000, 7 take us here.
432 Kilo X.
Alright, so 5,000 on the altitude now. We got 600 to go. I want my landing lights on though. I'm leaving them on. Rebel without a cause. How do I lower the volume of the X737 version 5? Zeke, it's going to be probably in the sound menu with an X-plane. Of course, 5,000 feet is going to have us in the soup, I bet. There's 12 miles. We'll go ahead and make the change. Sync up the heading knob there. Put ourselves into heading mode. We'll change over 113.1, 113.1.
Looks like you're turning left, turning right.
And we're coming into this at the reciprocal of 095. So we want to go a little bit right there. Okay.
Yeah,
hit nav mode. We should turn into that. Alright, so now we're tracking Van Nuys inbound at 275.
Keep the right turn going. Fly heading 260. No, you're turning left. Now turn left heading 260.
100 to go.
186 within one navigate.
Okay, Roger. Left
there we
turn
level off.
260, join vector 186 for 2 X-ray.
Okay, so level off at 5,000 feet. We're tracking towards Van Nuys, and right now we are in the soup. Outside air temperature. I'm not even sure where the thermometer is in this plane, if there is one. Oh yeah, here it is. 11. Outside air temperature is 11 Celsius, so we're okay. We're not in danger of icing, which is good. My clock doesn't work for some reason. Not that it matters. We're going to stay on rental power the whole way here because we can. And now I'll turn my light off. My taxi light off. All right. Yeah. Let's go. With any luck, we'll get the next 1,000 feet climb. But I have a feeling we're not going to. There might be some conflicting traffic somewhere. Oh, you know what? There's a Baron, I think, that's going to fly right above us. That might be. He's probably trying to keep us underneath that Baron. First Officer J-Wiz, good to see you, man. Yeah, the exterior does look pretty good. And the whole plane looks good. Like this is a good-looking plane. It sounds good. It flies good. Like it's and a lot of real pilots have said very good things about it too. So that's a pretty good endorsement for these products, if you ask me. All right. Yeah, red line, whatever. Just keep an eye on our temps. Make sure we're all good. We can go rich at peak too, so we can get a little more out of it. Yeah.
So you plan to maintain that speed all the way to Van Nuys, or you plan to speed up at all?
And we'll kind of speed it up here if you want for 2 clicks. We're going to go to 160.
Well, I don't care if you speed up, I just want to know what your plan is. I got out of aircraft on sequencing with you, and you're a little slower than I'd expect for a ground. If you want to maintain that airspeed, that's fine. I'm going to have to restrict you to that speed if you do.
Okay, Roger. Well, do you want us to maintain this
So
current speed?
it's up to that. It's up to you, buddy.
So you're not understanding my question. It's a question. Do you what speed do you?
So
fly?
Peter's
You're
basically going to let that Baron climb to
Probably
6,000 and
140
pass
now,
us,
2 clicks, right?
For 2 kilo X-ray, Roger.
which means that I'm now in danger of getting slowed down. Peter, you don't want to go to sleep, man. You want to sit here and control all night because you love it. This is what you live for. Rotate MD-80 or 757. Staller, between the two of those, I don't know, man. It's I prefer the Rotate MD-80 personally. I think most people here are going to tell you that the 757 is a better plane. What I would actually say is to get the 767 is probably the better purchase of all three of those if you want to add another one to the mix. But I don't know. Between the two of those, like the MD-80 is pretty damn fun to fly.
I don't know why it lets you park there. It's not your fault, obviously. When you get a chance, if you can just reposition yourself to a different parking spot.
Yeah, no kidding. If I do get slowed down, karma for running the thing at freaking peak power here. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. Oh yeah, that too, right. I forgot about slowing you guys down. What's my feeling on Peter's A380? Hey, Sorcerer Dave, thanks for the host, man. It's good to see you, buddy. I mean, Peter's A380 doesn't look especially, like the interior doesn't look especially great. It's not one that I'm going to find myself flying anytime soon. I don't know that I've ever. Somebody bought Bellins a copy of that plane a long time ago, and he flew it, and it's just like it was not particularly. I don't know. It was kind of underwhelming. Like I know it's an older model plane, and I know that Peters has done a lot of work in the past on like 2D cockpits and whatnot, and yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd buy the A380. The MD-80 is still one of my favorite planes to fly, though, for what it's worth. Like that thing is super challenging, and it will just kick your ass.
Then it's filed, maintain, purpose and climb via SID, except maintain 4,000, expect 5,000, 10 after departure. Departure frequency 134.2, squawk 3725.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm hoping I got a bunch of recording done this weekend. And I'm putting together my sort of best of list of airplanes, and I think there's 15 airplanes that are on the list. I recorded all the planes last weekend, and it's just a matter of doing the voiceovers and sort of putting it all together. So if I have any time tomorrow or Sunday, that's what I'm going to work on, and hopefully some people will find it useful. I know that IXEG releasing the 733 has brought quite a lot of people over to X-Plane recently, and And as a result, there's been a lot of questions about, you know, this versus that versus something else. Dave, did you get a copy of the 2.7 update? Or are you being held in the cold or held in the dark? Do I think the MD-80 systems are well simulated? I mean, it depends on the level of simulation that you're looking for. If you want to simulate every single hydraulic pump and every single actuator and this and that, then no, 80's not going to do it. If you want to go fly a plane that is a reasonable simulation of an MD-80, you know, it's got the bells, it's got the whistles, it's got the knobs and gizmos, and you know, I think it's okay. If you go watch the video that Frugal Pete put together, where he had a real airline pilot sit down and try to fly it, you're going to probably come away not feeling very good about it. So it depends on what you mean by a realistic simulation. Jack was running a poll asking what people were interested in, an update to the Q400 or a 707. So we'll have to see what ends up happening with that. It does. Yeah, the MD-80 does have the butt flaps. That's very important. Yeah, I understand, Dave. Honestly, I haven't even had a chance to test the 727. I fired it up. I fired it up a grand total of 1 time and flew it briefly to do the recording last week, and I have had 0 time to do any sort of testing for Jack. Hoping to do some of that this weekend.
Contact SoCal approach 134.2.
134.2, 717 Tango Sierra. 134. .2. Let's grab the weather up at Van Nuys. Oh, I can't hear that. That ain't gonna work. All right, Van Nuys information Delta. Winds 280 at 7. Visibility 10, few clouds 2,500, ceiling 3,600 broken. Altimeter's 2987. And they're using 16 right. ILS 16 right.
For 28 Tango Mike, and then maintain 5,000. Contact SoCal approach 11.6.
So what to prepare for? Woohoo, hey. SoCal approach, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra is 5,000 with Delta at Van Nuys.
For 717 Tango Sierra, SoCal approach, Van Nuys altimeter 2987, expect to visual approach runway 16 right.
All right, A7 will expect the visual for 16 right, 717 Tango Sierra. Okay, so I'm assuming he can get us down.
716 217 contact first.
Few clouds 2,500, ceiling is 3,600. So yeah, he'll be able to get us down there, no problem, I think.
SoCal approach 432 connects raise with you at 6.
All right, Van Nuys.
Van Nuys.
West 651, Los Angeles departure radar contact.
802 feet.
SoCal approach, advising you have the Palomar weather and safe approach request.
All right, 802 feet is field elevation. All right, we're doing good. Temperature's 10 Celsius, still no risk of icing.
Retreat Tango Mike, correct, you can expect that depart.
18.5 miles to go to the Van Nuys VOR. We're doing good.
070. For 717 Tango Sierra, descend in main.
Hey, Lumberhacks, good to see you, man.
Welcome
aboard, Brendan.
60 vectors to the airport.
I hope that wasn't for me.
Number 422 Kilo.
Okay, good. No, I don't have any of the reality expansion packs at Lumber. They're on the list of things I want to get.
For 717 Tango Sierra, fly heading 260, descend and maintain 3,000 vectors to final.
260, 3,000 vectors to final. 717 Tango Sierra.
For
All right, so
260, descend and maintain 4,000.
Heading
vectors to the airport.
3,000.
So maintain 4,000
and
to the airport. 2 clicks straight.
Arm that, and then put our nose down.
Southwest 651, contact Los Angeles Center 134.65.
Alright, there goes the nose. Throttle back a little bit there.
Go ahead.
Assume Tower's coming up next. That's going to be 119.3.
Number 57 connected Delta, departure frequency 120.55, squawk 2525.
Keep our airspeed about 120. And we'll try to get 1,000 feet per minute going here. I like to descend and climb in pitch mode because it gives me a little more control over airspeed and whatnot.
57 Delta, read back correct.
So that's what I'm doing right now, is descending in pitch.
Center climb, maintain flight level 230.
Going to also fire up the ILS for 16 right as a backup. I don't think we'll need it, but it's never, it doesn't hurt to be prepared.
Airport on site for 432 X-ray.
So the ILS for 16 right.
We're 28 Tango Mike and then maintain 4,000.
Holy crap, dude! I have not read 111.3. I haven't actually read an FAA chart in so long. All right, 111. Shoot. 1,000 to go. 101.3, and we're going to be 161 on the course. So 101.3, and then we'll set the course here to 161. Keep an eye on the altimeter, make sure she levels off at 3,000. Again, I think I went the long way.
We're 7 Echo Delta, runway 29er, taxi via
161 right there. All right. Keep an eye out. I think that's the beacon for the field, but we're not going to call it just yet. There's Burbank. Terminator Man, welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. Sorcerer Dave is the INS addict. Yeah, you are, dude. You're kind of nuts about that whole thing. Avis, good to see you, man. Level off of 3,000. We'll give her power again.
And SoCal approach, run 432 X-ray has been nice and sight.
We're 432 X-ray, cleared visual approach, runway 16 right.
So I'm going to have to find that traffic
Clear visual
somewhere.
16 right, 2 X-ray.
He's going to be probably in this vicinity here, but I do not see him. If he's in a Baron, he's going to be using one of the new HD CSLs. So finding him is actually going to be quite difficult. But that appears to be the field. I think we can call it. SoCal approach. Cessna 717 Tango Sierra's gotten Van Nuys.
7 Tango Sierra, declared visual approach, runway 16 right. You're number 2 falling up there and about 6 miles east of the airport, entering on the base leg.
Clear for the visual 16 right, and we don't have the Baron, but we'll keep an eye out for him. 717 Tango Sierra. All right.
7 Tango Sierra, so you got about 100 knots on you, so you can be no factor. We're 7 Echo Delta, San Luis Tower, runway 29er, clear for takeoff.
Point ourselves at the field here. We'll try to make left traffic for 16 right. Or we'll head towards left traffic for 16 right, I should say. Figure out where that Baron's at. I don't think the Baron's going to cause us any issues, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared. Hey, there's somebody blasting out of Burbank there. Nice timing for him.
We're 432 Kilo X-ray, contact Van Nuys Tower.
Van Nuys Tower, 2 X-ray.
Okay, I want to keep an eye on him. In fact, I'm going to turn a little bit here to the west to make sure that I'm not going to bother him.
Southwest 651.
With any luck, that guy's taking the V5 or the I5 right now. Thinking to himself, "Oh crap, what's going on here?"
All right, thank you.
Dirto, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Romeo Tank, happy Friday.
Van Nuys Tower, wind 2807, runway 16 right, clear to land. We're 630 Juliet, contact departure.
Okay.
King Air 8 Tango Mike, turn right heading 160. We're 241 Echo Charlie, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
Okay, I think we're okay. What I will do is I'm going to take over.
SoCal departure, Archer 6930 Juliet 2000, climbing 4000.
Turning autopilot off.
Number 630 today, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain 5,000.
Up to 5,000, Archer 69 or trees.
Yeah, I think he's the one who just took off out of Burbank. He's going to 5,000. He's an Archer, so he's going nice and slow, just like us.
Number 241 Echo Charlie.
We'll go ahead and get our altitude down here and head for pattern altitude for Van Nuys. Van Nuys is 802 feet, so we're going to go for 1,800 feet.
Departure, radar contact. Or 7 Echo Delta contact Santa Barbara departure.
We don't have that Baron.
717 Tango Sierra, contact Van Nuys Tower.
Over the tower, 7 Tango Sierra.
We're 28 Tango Mike, and maintain 3,000.
Maintain 3 for tower. Van Nuys Tower, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra, inbound for visual 16 right.
717 Tango Sierra, Van Nuys Tower, and our left downwind, runway 16 right, runway 16 right, clear to land. Number 2 following a Baron, turning a mile final.
Clear to land 16 right, 717 Tango Sierra.
For 577 Echo Delta, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact.
Alright, left downwind. Pointed pretty good for a left downwind here. So we lose another 500 feet. There's the Baron. You guys, I don't know if you guys can see him, but he's right there.
John Wayne clearance Duke 626 November. We're IFR to Bakersfield.
Hold the power back, get the speed down.
November.
Let's go full mixture, landing light, taxi light can come on.
Roger.
Going for 1,800 feet.
Number 626 November, clear to Bakersfield Airport, flighting 1 Garcia, standby. We're at 28 Tango Mike, 4 miles from Escon, turn right, heading 210, maintain 3,500, till established from the localizer, cleared ILS runway 24 approach.
There we go, we'll do 90 for the downwind. I think the approach speed's what, like 60 knots? The checklist told me what to do.
626 November, clear to Bakersfield Airport.
We were going to check that last time, but we got kind of busy.
Victor 459.
Normal approach is 60, 70 knots. Okay, so we'll go for 65 or so.
5,000, expect flight level 220, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 4450.
Clear to Bakersfield via fly heading 175, radar vectors, Seal Beach, Victor 459.
Hold on, heading on back here, give us a little cheater.
I believe it was Lake something,
about 16.
BOR. And then I'm going to need you to repeat the arrival, I apologize. Climb maintain 5,000, 220, 10 minutes after. 128.1 and 4450 on the transponder.
Okay, that Baron is nowhere to be found, but I think he's pretty sure he's down on the ground.
Okay, got
Beam.
that, Lake Hughes. And what was the
Pull power back.
procedure over at Bakersfield again?
The Fasto 1, Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango.
We'll go 1 notch flaps.
Roger, Fasto 1 for 626 November, thank you.
We're at 28 Tango Mike, contact Palomar Tower.
For about 70 knots there with the flaps out. Get a little bumpy.
432 Kilo X-ray, taxi to parking via Alpha, g'day.
Parking via Alpha, 2 clicks, right, g'day.
Turn our base. Oops, that's a really steep turn.
Like ILS 24.
Try to have some semblance of turn coordination.
Runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land 24, take one.
Flaps 20. I don't know if this is the proper procedure for doing flaps and whatnot, but that's what we're doing. We'll be okay. I have faith. Alright, 16 right is identified. Runway's clear. We have our clearance. Final approach gears down. 3 green. Why not? Flaps are down. Go for final there. Lights are on. Runway's clear. Clearance has been received. We're landing. Hold on to your butts here. Van Nuys wind check.
2807.
Jesus. Floated. 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 Come on. Well.
Southwest 651, descend and maintain flight level 240.
We got down. That was not pretty. Alright, we should have gotten off there, but we'll get off the next one. We'll go, let's go off to the... I always go to the right up here, so let's go to the left for once. Alright, let's go taxi mixture. Yeah, and I have no idea where we're going. I don't know. We're clear. What are we at? Are we at Kilo? Well, oh, there's Kilo. Okay. And Van Nuys Tower 717 Tango Sierra clear Kilo. Going to park on the east side.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, next to parking via Bravo. Good day.
Parking via Bravo, 7 Tango Sierra, thanks. Strobe comes off. Lighting light comes off. The lights can stay on for now. Pitot heat can come off now. We're on taxi power. A little low for taxi power. There we go. That's better. Hop ourselves around the corner here. We'll go park next to some of these big private jets. Feel like one of the cool kids. Right, Chevy? Thanks, Josh. You know, I think Van Nuys will probably be one of the most terrifying airports to fly into, just because of all the, like, you know that everybody's watching and everybody's judging at this airport. All right, I'll just bring her over here.
Southwest 651, contact Los Angeles Center 126.35.
They're all turn around.
Right 600 302, contact
flaps
SoCal
up too.
135.4.
All right. Put the parking brake out. Avionics can come off. And throttle's out. Mixture's out. Fuel shutoff pump, or fuel shutoff comes off. Beacon comes off. And magneto to off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Van Nuys. A fairly uneventful flight there. Yeah. Oh, man. All right. We're going to do one more flight. Yes, the skipjack. Good to see you, man, and that is true. Vanatool, welcome aboard. This is where I stream. That's right. I also stream over to YouTube as well. That's where the VODs go. Jetstreamer, I'm using Jack's enhanced runway textures. So I'm using the FlyJSim runway textures. They look a lot better actually. I'm not gonna say that one's superior to the other because that just opens a can of worms up. All right, we're gonna do one more flight. We're gonna make our return trip back to John Wayne, completing the cycle. You know what we'll do? We'll do a VFR flight this time. So we're not gonna do IFR because we'll do one of the old fancy Bravo transitions. So let's talk about this flight. Can we actually wait? Are the minimums? We may not be able to do. No, we can't actually. We can't do a Bravo transition because the weather's too bad. I think. All right, LA TAC. Broken overcast 5500. Can't do that. 25. I think even the 2500 foot transition. Mini route requires 3,000 foot ceilings, and the ceilings at Santa Monica are broken 1900, broken 2400. Yeah, so we're not. I guess we're gonna have to do an IFR flight. one of the few times when you actually can't just pick up and go VFR someplace in SoCal. We're at Van Nuys Airport right now, Kevin G. Good to see you, man. By the way, welcome aboard. All right, so we're gonna do Van Nuys down to John Wayne. Will be our last flight of the night here. KVNY down to KSNA. Heading over to my flight route. And flight route. Oh my god, dude, my brain is not functioning today for some reason. Tech route switch here. And we're gonna be leaving KVNY. Heading down to KSNA. And we're gonna be we are a Q, so we're non-jet, 189 knots or less. And this is gonna be us right here. So we're gonna be the Burbank November 20 tech route. Pop over to PilotEdge, IFR, November 717 Tango Sierra, Cessna 172, slant alpha, 120 knots, KVNY, KSNA, and this goes up to 5,000 feet. So 5,000 feet right there. Burbank November 20 tech route, and we'll file that. Oh, this takes us. Where the hell does this even take us? Oh, you kidding me? We could fly that VFR if we really wanted to. That's going to be a long flight, though. That basically was all the way back where we came from. Yeah. Well, bummer. That's going to be that's just about what we almost flew right just now. Dude, weather, man. Weather. All right, well, whatever. We'll fly it anyway. So, VFR, we already filed, actually, didn't we? I can verify that here. BNY, SNK, SNA, Burbank, November 20. Okay. Pop you back. Let's go ahead and get this plane started up. So, one more time here. We got gas. Master on. We got plenty of fuel. Not a big deal there. Let's go. Engine's hot, so we don't need the fuel pump or any of that. So beacon can come on. Crack the fuel. About 1/4 of an inch on the throttle. We'll grab Magneto over to start. You know what? Put the fuel shut-off pump valve in. Alright. Mixture back. Pull ourselves to 1,000 on the RPMs. And we'll bring our avionics master on.
And gentlemen, ground 626 November. We actually passed Lima. We're going to back taxi on Alpha, pick up Lima.
Techo 13, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I need a big beer. I know, man. I can't have any beer tonight. Big Keith, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I had some dental work done this morning, so I don't wanna risk messing up my clot. If you get my drift. All right, so let's go ahead and go to Van Nuys to the airport chart.
Maria ground, this is Frontier 63, ready for taxi to active for south departure from the terminal.
Clearance delivery here is 126.6.
Frontier 563, send us ground, meet ground, clear runway 29.
26. .6. And actually, you know what, guys? I need to go take a little break here. So I'm going to step away and have a tinkle. And we're going to stare at this plane for a bit. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Keith has done stuff to my plane before. I think even Peter's probably done some stuff to the plane while I've been away. Like that.
Charlie Tower Duke 626 November is ready.
Brakes are dead. Brakes are dead, and now we're moving. Thanks, Peter. So let's see who just said that. Somebody mentioned, I think it was Captain Kajuk. Captain Kajuk says, I'm always rooting for the PE guys to break something on his plane while he's out having a wee. And pretty much as he said that, Peter broke my brakes and set my throttle to max. So let's go fix that. And yeah, things almost got real interesting there.
Left downwind.
All right.
2-1 and didn't catch the last.
All right, so never a dull moment on PilotEdge. What are we here? We're at Van Nuys. Going to SNA. And John Wayne.
Midfield for Corvo, thanks.
Peter says he's been trying to do that for the last several streams. I am using OBS. I'm using OBS Studio. Unlicensed Monkey, good to see you, man. Yeah, well, I mean, not all these planes are immune to being broken by the failures and whatnot. All right. Callum, yeah, man. If you missed the first flight that happened tonight, the first flight they failed a couple of things on my way into Chino, and yeah, things broke. But yeah, they're capable of basically, I think, writing to any one of the data refs, which means they can push failures fairly easily too. All right, so let's figure out where we're at here. We filed. We got clearance delivery 126.6, so we'll tune into him. And I wanted to do this VFR, but I can't because the weather's not good enough. So we're gonna do another IFR flight here. This one might be a little bit on the long side too. It's all right. This basically combines the two flights that we just did into a single flight.
For 60 for SoCal departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 13,000. Clear direct seal beats VOR.
Of course, he starts talking right as I want to start talking. Yeah, what Peter said, they won't do it. They won't do it to random customers.
Also approach 126.1.
Van Nuys clearance, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra IFR John Wayne.
717 Tango Sierra. Van Nuys clearance, attendant John Wayne Airport. Adam 1 departure. Adam intersection. Then is filed. Maintain. Crescent climb via 67. Maintain 4,000. Expect 5,000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 134.2. Squawk 2253.
Clear to John Wayne Airport, Adam 1 departure, Adam transition is filed. Climb via 67, maintain 4,000, 5,000 within 10. Departure 134.2, squawk 2253, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, read that correct?
Alright, so let's talk about the Adam departure. That was unexpected. That's basically the route that we filed, though. So the Adam 1 departure says, for runways 16, depart heading 160, until reaching 2.2 DME from the Van Nuys VOR. You must be below 1,700 feet crossing 2.2 DME from the Van Nuys VOR, and then make a left turn to heading 110. We will expect radar vectors to join the Van Nuys 095 radial to the Adam intersection. Boom. So we'll make a we'll depart heading 160 till 2.2 DME below 1,700 feet. Make a left turn to 110, and then we're going to expect radar vectors to join Victor 186. So what do we need for this? We're going to need on departure heading 160. So 160, which we basically already have in here, but 160. Climb via aesthetics that maintain 4,000, he says, so 4,000 feet on the altitude. We're going to need the Van Nuys VOR. Van Nuys VOR is 113.1. 113.1. All right, there. And that's already tuned in down here. Or you know what? We can also identify this point, not just 2.2 DME, but crossing the 102 radial out of Fillmore. So that we can use 112.5 as a potential backup for this. In fact, we can even instead of using the DME, we'll use that crossing. So we're going to fly heading 160 out of Van Nuys until we cross the 102 radial off of Fillmore. Then we make a left turn to 110. So 112.5, I should say. We're going to tune into nav 2, and then we're going to set the nav 2 radio to be the 102 radial. So 102 right there. So when we cross that radial, that's when we're going to make a left turn to 110. So we've got Van Nuys ready to go in nav 1. We've got Fillmore in nav 2. The next thing that we'll care about will be Paradise, but we'll deal with that kind of here in a second. So let's put our taxi lights on here, nav lights. And mixture's good, throttle's good. Bring them back in. We are on the east side of the field. And let's grab the weather real quick. Weather. Van Nuys still information Delta.
Tower, Skyline 241, Echo Charlie, 8 miles to
information
the east,
Delta, winds 2807.
With the weather.
We're 24 Echo Charlie, Victorville Tower, left
and
base, runway 17, clear to land.
16 right.
Left base,
and 16 left are in use.
17241 Echo Charlie.
And the altimeter is 2987. Alright, so 2987. Let's make sure we get that in here. 87 is in. Alright. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Deer track IR. There we go. Why is my...
Las Vegas Tower, American 232 is holding short of Charlie 9, like to taxi at 25 right for departure. We have information, India.
American 232, Los Angeles runway 25 right, taxi via Charlie 9 or Bravo.
My camera...
25 right to Charlie 9 or Bravo, American 232.
My camera's all buggered up. Interesting. Alright. That's better. Alright, what are we next to? We're near Juliet. Alright, let's pull Van Nuys ground chart up here.
Victor Tower, Cessna.
And Van Nuys ground is 121.7.
First 164 Golf, taxi to parking. Actually, number 164 Golf, are you clear to the right or to the left?
To the right.
Stop right there.
Okay, I'm not sure how your flight sim has a ramp there. There's no taxiways or ramp there. So if you have a ramp there, you can just proceed to run your own, but yeah, there's no actual ramp
3
there.
for tower. Somebody's got some scenery conflicts. No big deal there.
6 for Golf. We got it, thanks.
Alright, 121.7 ground, 19.3 tower. Van Nuys ground, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra's on the east side of the field near Juliet with Delta ready for taxi.
717 Tango Sierra, Van Nuys ground, runway 16 left, taxi via Bravo Charlie.
16 left, Bravo Charlie, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra. Alright. It's Bravo. You know what? We didn't set our squawk code, did we? 2253. Oh, we have he gave us the same squawk code. That's easy. Or unless we did set that. Nope, 2253, same squawk code. Works for me. Makes it easier. It's good. We'll bring our pitot heat on. Strobe landing lights can stay off. I got yelled at earlier for turning the fuel pump on, so I won't do that. John Osborne 4. Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Wayne Taylor, welcome aboard. Happy Friday to you as well. Chevy, I remember when that happened. That plane wrecked, and you were kind of, if I recall, you weren't a very happy camper after that. The pitot heat's on. I just turned the pitot heat on. Don't worry about it. We're cool. I thank you guys all for coming out tonight. That's having a good time. I like this plane. It's kind of fun. Like after doing airliners for so long, it's nice to slow it down again. And this 172 is just a joy to fly. And I know I flew this thing once before on stream. I think this is only the second time I've streamed it though. And the one time I flew it before, I think that was like before I was even doing the stuff on Twitch or exporting it all to YouTube.
Santa Maria Tower, this is Frontier 63, approximately
yeah, it's been a while.
miles northwest of your airfield.
I hesitate to fly this thing because it's one of those like everybody and their mother's flown a Cessna 172, so everybody just, you know, everybody kind of thinks assumes they know what's going on. And admittedly, they have a better idea what's going on than I do.
Approach 118.8.
But I can only have somebody tell me I'm doing it wrong so many times before it's just like, yeah, I get it. I understand.
Southwest 661, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Alright. 095 on nav 1. And
Santa Maria Tower, this is Frontier 63,
right.
at approximately 6 or 7 miles northwest of your
Okay, sounds like the guy's about 6 feet from his microphone.
Hey,
Hey, controller change.
Stand by.
Peter's your shift done, man?
51 SoCal approach.
Squirrel, it's good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard.
Flight heading 300, effective approach for 20 left.
Alright.
Just gonna maintain.
Tower is gonna be. Just make sure here, 19.3. And departure is 134.2. Squirrel, you had the early stream this morning, man. You saved my ass.
Delivery, good afternoon. XL 289, IFR 2 Burbank, please.
Definitely had a good time with that.
XL 289, low space clearance, autocross standby.
Yeah, Peter, you actually do. I mean, your opinion is a little different. Oh, we didn't do the run up, but I'm not going to worry about that.
And 2 people calling at the same time.
Well,
calling.
We can do our run up right now, actually.
It's actually King Air 2 taking Mike Palomar for IFR 2, John Wayne.
Alright, so mixture full. 1800 RPMs. Vacuum's good. Pressure, temp's good. Fuel flow. All that stuff's in the green. Check the left mag. Check the right mag. Back to both. Go to idle. Comes back to idle. Go to 1000.
You were calling for IFR 2, John.
Nah, strobe. Landing. Whoops, landing light. Lights are good.
Roger, standby. You're
All
on course number 2. 577 Echo Delta, Bakersfield approach. You check in.
Don't forget the mags! Oh, Lord!
There's 7 Echo Delta.
Squirrel. See, Squirrel's always lurking. Always the lurker. G-Master, good to see you, buddy. We're leaving Van Nuys, heading down to John Wayne for the final leg tonight. TCC student, welcome aboard.
2920.
Southwest 651, John Wayne Airport, 9 o'clock,
All right.
11 miles, report in sight.
Now radio's getting busy. Van Nuys Tower, November 717 Tango Sierra, holding short 16 left.
For 717 Tango Sierra, Van Nuys Tower. Wind 280 at 7, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 16 left, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra. All right, winds 280.
Southwest
Good to know. Adam departures on departure 160 until we reach the 102 radio off of Fillmore, and we're not going to go above 1,700 feet until we make that crossing.
Southwest 650, watches.
All right, lights, camera. Oops, there's the camera. And
Let's go
action.
Echo Charlie Tack.
Let's get out of here.
Echo Charlie cross runway 21 this frequency.
Echo Charlie, crossing 21 this frequency, 24 Echo Charlie.
Center
Don't
Mary
look
Tower,
away.
This is Frontier 63 requesting access to your seats.
302.
All right, airspeed's alive. Instruments are all in the green.
Heading 035, vector ILS, right 26 left approach.
60 knots.
Southwest 651, turn right, heading 170.
Los Angeles Tower, American 232 is holding short, 25 right, ready to go.
All right, we're gonna do 160 here.
American 232.
Wait till we make this crossing down here. And then left to 110.
25 right, clear for takeoff for Los Angeles Tower.
Clear for takeoff, 25 right, American 232.
Las Vegas clearance delivery, XLA 21, IFR Santa Barbara, please.
KXNA take your contact departure.
Departure, 7 Tango Sierra. 342.
XL 821 Long Base clears, autopass number 3.
There's 500 feet. Here comes crossing. Right there. SoCal departure, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra's 1,700 for 4,000, Adam 1.
717 Tango Sierra, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain 5,000.
5,000, 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, there's 110. Coordinate that turn. Come on, Ty.
Frontier Flight 63, you said you're northwest of the airport, correct?
Alright, there's 110.
Frontier 63, enter right downwind, runway 30, report midfield.
And we're going up to 5,000. Let's go ahead and crank on yield, autopilot, turn off track IR. AP comes on, heading mode. Leave her in pitch mode for the time being.
Southwest 650,
Uh-oh.
clear vision approach, runway 20 right,
Okay.
final contact downwind tower 126.8.
Alright, 110, let's get that nose down. That little buffeting left and right, I think, is the plane
Frontier
losing
Flight
lift.
63
That's bad.
Downwind, right downwind, road.
Also gonna get blown around pretty good too, I think. Alright. Oh yeah.
Frontier Flight 63, right.
We are getting
downwind,
tossed.
runway 30.
Maybe not tossed, but we're getting pushed around pretty good. Hazer Premium, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard.
Fly to the north of the airport.
If we were at a nightclub till 3 a.m., I'd buy you both McDonald's. All right, dude. I like that. That's a new one on me. Make sure we arm the altitude as well. Samir T, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Chester 0031, welcome aboard as well. Do I think PilotEdge deployed Europe in their operations be more popular than VATSIM? I don't know, man. Potentially. I think when PilotEdge does their big expansion here in a few months, or whenever it's going to happen, I think that's going to help. Like that's going to pull some people from VATSIM, I think. But we'll see what happens. Crap. Hang on.
XL H1 just of this walk 7407.
That was the wrong pipe.
XL H1.
Yep.
Thank you.
We're okay now, though. Holy. Whew. Let's get that nose down to touch here. We're over 3,000 feet, so we can lean her out a bit.
Correction, Delta 122.
Pull it back as EGT starts to rise.
There are 2 Tango Mike.
And at the peak, we'll just leave it right there. It's a little bit below peak as we finish our climb out. Yeah, dude, I'm trying not to. I have many flights ahead of me, and I would prefer to not pass away in a Cessna 172 coming out of Van Nuys. Coming in some clouds here, we'll take our landing and taxi lights off. 1,000 to go.
Transition to as filed. Climb via SID, except maintain 15,000. Expect flight level
Visible moisture, temperature outside is 11 Celsius, still not concerned about icing. Always worth checking though and verifying. No matter how bad you are at flying, you and your fans say you are at flying. You taught me how to fly an IXCG's X737 MD-80. Hey, Hazer, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you tuning in and watching. Appreciate the good words as well.
Readback was correct. What did you say?
I do what I can. We have a lot of fun, but you know, we do cover some serious topics here, and hopefully, you know, talk about it in a slightly educational but somewhat entertaining fashion.
Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra, turn left heading 070, join Victor 186, resume the Adam 1 departure.
070, join Victor 186, and we'll resume the departure. 717 Tango Sierra.
American 232, contact.
So we're going to intercept the 095 radio out of Van Nuys, 113.1, which is tuned in. And that should also be set here, 095. Yep. So we're going to intercept that, and we're going to take that. We're going to take that all the way, basically, for a long ways. We'll go with that.
Duke 626 November. Roger. No worries. Have a great day.
All right. Here comes 5,000 feet.
Stationaire 7 Echo Delta. Turn. Actually, contact Bakersfield Tower 118.1.
Text Deuce asks how I learned all this info. Lots of YouTube videos, to be honest. Just YouTube videos and reading, and just talking to as many people about it as I could. Leveling off at 5,000 feet. We're gonna pull the mixture back.
American 232. So got a
we're gonna basically we're gonna go a little bit. We're gonna take the EGT.
VOR.
We're gonna take the EGT so that it's rich of peak. So there's peak, and we're gonna enrich in it just a little bit here until we are rich of peak right there.
Frontier 63. What's your location?
We'll speed up to about 120 knots, and we'll stay on this heading now until this bar goes vertical and lines up right there.
Frontier 63. Like how far north? I see an aircraft pretty far out, maybe like 4 or 5 miles.
This is kind of cool looking. Not gonna lie.
Frontier 63, Roger. Do you understand the concept of the pattern and entering the pattern on a lake? Does that make sense to you, or is it gibberish?
Got to get my picture there. Learning is what it's here for. That's right, Dave.
Frontier.
Marvin Brooks, welcome aboard.
Frontier 63. No worries. It's something you have to learn anyway. I'd suggest you look.
None shall pass. You know, none shall pass. I think I actually caught that little snippet.
Pilot Center, there's a training program.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, that happens. You know, monitor ground literally means just sit there and listen to ground.
If you imagine just the rectangle around and the runway is
turn her down a little bit.
Long sides. That's kind of the basis of
Green Machine.
Pattern. The long
That's right.
side parallel to the runway.
All right, so we got movement on the needle now.
And,
that's good.
So it sets you up.
As that, we're going to go ahead and hit the nav button. So that'll arm nav mode. As we start to line up with the needle, the plane will turn into and then fly our course there.
Parallel to the runway.
And yeah, that'll put us on Victor 186. We're taking Victor 186 all the way down to all the way down to Beijing. And Beijing will be identified by. Let's pull this out here. So we're taking Victor 186 all the way down to Beijing. Beijing is identified by the 164 radio out of Pomona. We'll never actually tune into Paradise, so Pomona is going to be next at 110.4. Beijing is also identified by 37 DME from Van Nuys. So we can see Van Nuys 36 DME identifies Adam, and then 2 more miles to get to Beijing. So 37 or 38 DME. Yeah. All right, so we'll get Pomona ready though. 110.4. We'll get that on deck. 113.1. We'll put 113.1. We'll put Van Nuys into the secondary here because that gives us DME.
And which direction from the field for the?
And then we will go to 110.4. And then 110.4 into this as well.
Roger. Say your full call sign again.
So one of the interesting things about the radio stack that comes in this plane is that to use DME, the DME works off of.
2328 Romeo.
I guess we could set our own DME frequency in here, but the DME by default works off of the NAV2 radio.
Calling pattern work, Yankee 6.
So now, whatever it's tuned into nav 2 is what you're going to get for DME down here, which is kind of weird. But I guess we could tune our own DME frequency if we wanted to as well, but that would be silly. That's double the work. But as a result, we have we basically end up with both of our frequencies tuned in down here in nav 1 and nav 2. Sorry, there's a lot going on right now, so I'm a little spacey at the moment.
300 Echo Charlie, Roger.
I'm expecting a frequency change here momentarily. I think there's a boundary sort of in the area that we're at right now.
South that he's going to be entering the base for the runway 29 as well. Let me know if you have him inside.
Yeah, they're pretty helpful about that stuff. If somebody doesn't really understand what's going on, you know, with time permitting or sort of workload permitting, they'll try to coach and, you know, help people along as much as possible. The girl that you're hearing is one of the controllers for PilotEdge. Young lady is providing us top-down service all the way through all of SoCal. So you'll be hearing her probably all the way to John Wayne, unless there's another controller that's coming in later tonight. Can you integrate Flight 1 GTN 65750 radio stack in this Cessna? Probably not, because this is X-Plane. Marvin Brooks, I did. That would be a thing for that's an FSX thing, and I don't know if that would work with like the A2A and whatnot. But yeah, this plane you won't be able to do any of that. You get the 430, and that's it. Or if you're one of the cool kids, you fly off the radio, you fly off the VOR radios, and go slant alpha for life. Tango 1A says he's still building up the nerve to join PilotEdge. I mean, if you're even remotely familiar with procedures, like, just take it nice and easy. Like, the stuff that we're doing right now is a little more complex, but like if you go start at like a San Luis or a you know, one of the deltas that are up north, you can do pattern work. You can sort of fly your cross countries between those airports, and it's a lot less stress. There's a lot less going on up there.
To join the final for spacing. Southwest 651.
Alpha India Romeo, good to see you, man.
Right, you are clear to land.
Yeah, I know. We should be cruising at 2,300 RPM, but we're in rental power because we're not paying for gas. We're not paying for the plane. What was my first flight like on this sim? Oh man, I don't even remember. It's been like three plus years since I started with X-Plane, or 2 years, I should say, since I started with X-Plane. And the first plane that I flew a lot of was the FlyJ Sim 727. I flew that thing all over the place on VATSIM. And the Mitsubishi MU2, I flew that all over the place as well. Lumber, we're heading down to John Wayne.
Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra, contact Circle Bridge 135.4.
135.4, Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra.
For 693 Juliet at Fonta, contact on
5.4. .21 DME, we got some time to go. SoCal approach, Cessna 717 Tango Sierra, level 5,000. You boys like Mexico?
Roger, that traffic is on the ground, so should be clearing the runway shortly. Runway 29 clear to land. For 717 Tango Sierra, SoCal approach, Ontario altimeter 2988.
2988, 7 Tango Sierra. Frank T asks, how did I figure out you guys are watching me for two hours, or 2 years? I was trolling around my YouTube statistics, and there's a good chance this weekend that I'm going to hit a million minutes watched on YouTube. And when I did the math, that came out to like 1.9 years worth of view time. Absolutely absurd number. I mean, obviously people like Squirrel, people like Fabiano and whatnot are going to have bigger numbers than that. But yeah, I mean, it's just a crazy number to I can't even fathom it. G Master, I get all my scenery. I get most of my scenery from xplane.org. So the John Wayne scenery you're seeing is made by Iced8383, who might be poking around in chat. But yeah, you can get that from xplane.org. If you go to my YouTube channel, I put together a video last week showing a whole bunch of sceneries off in North America, and I got links to all of them too. Fun little video. It's like 2.5 minutes or 4 minutes or so long, and it shows a lot of like my favorite airports in throughout North America. Shadow on the window, I think, is just doing weird stuff. I don't know. Is the window fogging up here? Window might be fogging up. Let's see. How do we get the? There's a windshield.
XL289, you got
I think there's supposed to be windshield heat somewhere. Cabin heat, cabin air.
XL289, thank you for my 1
I think it's just doing. I think it might be doing strange things. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the windshield fogging up or what the deal there is. I'm guessing it's just doing weird things because of the clouds.
There's your Echo Charlie, okay, everyone 29er.
All right, 26 miles. We got 10 or 12 miles to go, or 10 to 12 miles or so to go before we need to make our turn.
I actually cleared you to land. In that case, you should have made a full stop and requested pattern work once you cleared.
So at 35 DME, we're going to tune into the next VOR, and we'll get ready to turn into that. And we'll kind of walk through that here in just a second. Mr. Finkel's used my YouTube videos like tutorials. Awesome, dude. Glad to hear that. X-Plane's beautiful. That's the one.
Runway 29, you are cleared for the option.
Thank you, Ninth Bone. It's a cool thing. Like it's a neat like. Yeah. I'm still just flabbergasted that people watch these videos, watch these live streams. Like, I thank you guys so much because, like, it helps my ego more than anything else. No, I'm kidding. No, I just enjoy it. I have a good time. Like, it's nice to have a hobby like this and to be able to share it with a bunch of people.
From Center, actually, contact Los Angeles Center 123.5.
30 DME coming up. A few more miles, make the turn. See you later, FSX, says Marvin. Yeah.
There are 28 Romeo taxi to market the Alpha this frequency today.
Stoller asks if I have any tips. I mean, YouTube, I have no idea. Like, the YouTube stuff is a complete fluke. I just started posting my live. Like, whoa, hello. Traffic.
Southwest 651, access terminal via Alpha, monitor ground 120.8.
Is that was a person?
American 232, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight
Well,
level 273.
that's a NASA report. Anyway, Stellar S5, any tips? Like, the YouTube stuff just kind of, I don't know. I just do the live stuff, and I put it on YouTube, and people seem to enjoy it. On Twitch, my advice is to, be unique, be interesting, and try to be funny. Like, people like humor. You want to sound good too. But it's all about like luck and networking more than anything else. And
All right, 8 Tango Mike. Correction, November 28 Tango Mike. Hold my ground, Rover 24 taxi Alpha.
yeah, dude, that Cessna was super close. I should have gotten a traffic alert on that, yeah. All right, anyway, enough of that. Let's hop over to heading mode. So we're going to sync our heading up here, head over to heading mode, because we're getting ready to make a turn. If I consult my chart, we're coming up on Beiji. We're expecting to make a right turn off of the 164 radial, so that we're going to intercept the 164 radial out of Pomona, which is 110.4. So tune into Pomona, 110.4, and we're going to grab the 164 radial, so we'll set 164 here. 6-4. And we got Pomona DME. 64. Okay.
And who was that? 300 Echo Charlie.
Do I fly better drunk or sober? Well, I don't fly drunk. We'll do buzzed flying. We don't do drunk flying.
Thank you.
235. So we got another two miles or so till we're supposed to make the turn. We should start to see movement on this radial here, on this needle soon. I would think.
Ground 063 Center Maria grounds the aircraft side by jet weather.
Sorry, Tango. The dead air is what I'm getting over. Tough. Yeah, I mean, like, what I tell, like, the thing about Twitch is that the first 10 people, I think, are the hardest 10 people to attract. Because, I mean, it's like 10 people are kind of what you need to be in the chat, be active, and be talking, so that it's not just you talking to yourself the whole time. And, you know, I got real lucky with guys like, you know, Chevy was one of the first of those 10 people. And
fly heading 160 back to airport to maintain 4,000 contact with runway 28.1.
I got 160, 4,000, and can you say again the frequency for Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra? It's 160.
Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra, 8.1.
128.1, Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra. Okay.
Alright, Tango Mike, contact departure.
So let's get the frequency going. 28.1.
Who's calling for frequency?
We're already on vectors. That's good. All right, so 128.1 tuned in there. We got 160. We're going down to 4,000. So let's actually we'll hit the altitude button, and then point the nose down, hit arm.
Charlie, for change approved altimeter 2989er.
And I have a button on my my HOTAS that I'm using that tips the nose down a little bit. You don't really need to be in any big damn hurry to get down.
21, Las Vegas Tower.
Let's grab John Wayne weather.
4010, gas 19er.
John Wayne's 190 at 9er. And fuel clouds 2,500, scattered 3,000, broken 25,000. 17 Celsius, altimeter 2989er. Figured that was going to happen. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 717 Tango Sierra is 4,400 for 4,000 with John Wayne weather.
Skyhawk 717 Tango Sierra, SoCal approach, shot with altimeter 2989er. Thanks for the weather, expect visual approach for the right.
Alright, 89 on the altimeter, we'll expect the visual for 20 right, Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra.
Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra, to maintain 3,000. And join the runway 20 right localizer.
3,000, join the 20 right localizer, Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, crossing through 4,000, 1,000 to go. We gotta grab the 20 right localizer here. So we're gonna grab the ILS chart.
Like this. If you're on the ground, you are low priority. Airplanes in the air are high priority.
Alright, the localizer frequency is 111.75. Come to you, 111. 75 right there, and that localizer is going to be at 196. So 196. All right, so we're going to stay on this heading. We're going to intercept that localizer all the way down to 3,000 feet. And I think it's going to be a little bit of time before we actually pick it up here.
595 Las Vegas clearance, clear to Santa Barbara Airport, bridge departure, hector transition, and ASPA,
1 point. I'll put it over here into secondary as well. 1.75, DME 15.3 miles. Probably means John Wayne Tower is going to be next, so we'll tune that in, 126.8. Never hurts to be prepared. 26. Leveling off. Speed her up there. Back to rental power. Let the Cessna know who's boss. 3,000 feet. That's good. Go ahead and go full rich in the mixture too while we're at it. That's the field.
289 Las Vegas Tower, runway 1 out of left, land up and wait.
I'm not ready to call it yet though. But I do have it. Romeo Tank asks if I tried a helicopter before. I have. I have the Bell 407, and I'm terrible at flying it. Like, I'm absolutely horrible at flying the helicopter. Vash, good to see you, man. Fell kind of by accident. It is exceptional. Great to see X-Plane demonstrate out more. Awesome, dude. Thank you for joining. Rusty Wood 69 asks if I'm gonna let my beard get bigger. Probably not. I've been meaning to shave it. All right, we got moving on this on the localizer, so we'll hit nav mode. The plane will turn into that guy.
Yeah, 595
in a moment.
Current winds
There we go.
showing is favoring 14010 gust 19 still.
Yeah, I grew my beard out pretty long last year.
Yeah, 595
And
Roger, 25 right,
it was okay, but it itched a lot, and it's gonna get hot out soon, or whatever we Bostonians.
Sierra, German Airport, 12 o'clock, 1 miles, report inside.
We got the airport in sight. Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra.
Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra, Christian Fetch, 20 right, final, contact German Tower 126.8.
All right, 26.8, 5 mile final, clear for the visual 20 right, Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra. All right, 26.8 on the 5 mile final. So we're at 12 miles out right now. We're just going to keep the speed up as high as we can. And honestly, we'll just intercept the ILS. We'll just bring the ILS in. No reason not to.
Anyone on request or standing by?
Do I have the ability to travel to John Travolta's airport? We probably could. I imagine it's in the sim. I don't know how close to realistic it's going to be. Does the GPS have a map mode? Yeah. We can go just like that. Zoom that in a little bit. Yeah, we'll have to do a GPS tour one of these days. So we're catching up the glide slope here. You know, we're on the visual approach, but we can still use the still run the ILS. So we'll engage approach mode. Nose is going to start to come down. Bring the power back just to keep us right on the edge of the green and yellow arc.
Going 2220, Mike showing clearance. Would you prefer heading on departure of 330?
Chachi, good to see you, man. Recently got the flight factor 767-300. Have I ever had issues with the VNAV not latching? Yeah. So
Mike, just to let you know,
the trick with the VNAV and the 767 is that you can't have any discontinuities. You have to have basically have to have an end-to-end flight configured, or else the VNAV is not going to work. Do I want to travel around the world? I like to travel around the world in person, not necessarily in the sim. That makes any difference. No map mode on the X-Plane Garmin 430. How would you get your RPM lower? You just lower the power, yeah. I mean, the Cessna 172 is not a fixed prop, so think of the throttle like you would your gas pedal in your car. And basically, you push the gas pedal down, the RPM goes higher, and you go faster. Whereas on a fixed prop, it's like having gears on a bicycle, where you control the prop, make the prop go faster, then you use the pitch of the prop, so the way the prop itself turns to add torque, which then adds power to the aircraft. But that's not a Cessna. That's not the 172, I should say. I don't know, John, so you'd probably have to go ask on the forums. Dude, I fly out of my home airports all the time. I'm so excited about that Mr. X is doing Boston Airport, because I really want to fly out of Boston more. Liquid soda, awesome, dude. I can't remember following me. Glad you did. Well, that's good to hear. Welcome aboard. It's good to see you. T-Craft. I don't know if I said hello to you, T-Craft. Yeah, dude, I was gonna do the 737 tonight actually, but I kind of wanted to go low and slow. Like I wanted to fly some GA. I feel like we don't spend enough time. I don't know. I like flying GA, so. It's good to change it up. It's been nothing but airliners for the last couple of weeks, so it's a nice change tonight, and we're literally just gonna. I don't know. I should take over at some point, but I'm kind of enjoying just chilling here. All right. 26.8.
And Limerick Tower Delta 22 be ready at 27 here at the end.
Delta 122, Limerick Tower, wind.
I did the CRJ 200 a couple of weeks ago. You can find that live stream on YouTube if you want to see it. I did do the Challenger last year, but yeah, that's on my list of planes that I want to fly again soon. John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 717 Tango Sierra's in the visual 20 right, about 4 out.
Skyhawk 717 Tango Sierra, John Wayne Tower, wind 180 at 9 runway 20 right, Little Land.
Little Land 20 right, Skyhawk 717 Tango Sierra.
XLA 21, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain, flat level 230.
Let's get that speed back now.
Yeah, 595, contact departure.
Departure 595.
Full mixture, props back. Landing and taxi lights can come on, all the lights are good.
Here, it's our mark, you said visual running to the right.
I don't even know. I don't know what my flap speeds are in this plane.
2595. Departure, radar attack, climb maintain flight level 1.
But if we're in the white arc, we can start putting flaps out. Alright, let's go track IR powers.
Here, 28 Takeoff Mike, you said you'd like the visual approach number 20 right, is that correct?
And we'll turn the autopilot off. My aircraft.
Roger. Conditions are favorable for that, and I've had 2 other aircraft on that ship. Hasn't had any trouble getting the airport in sight, so you can expect that. XL 289, contact Los Angeles Center.
Get that nose down trim there going.
Correction, 134.65.
There's speed back. We need to be closer to 60 knots in this approach. I think that's part of the reason why I floated it last time. And we'll go flaps full.
Enter flight 63, San Luis Tower.
Alright, gears down 3 green. Lights are set.
And make sure
We got the runway in sight. Runway's clear. Clearance has been received. We're landing.
Runway 29 and you go to Cooties, Foxtrot.
Thank you.
Bullet Tower Bonanza 123 is your X-ray.
Delta 122, contact circuit departure.
Departure 122, seal.
XL 289, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight level 230. XL 289, my apologies. Force to habit, climb maintain flight level 220, sorry.
Very sensitive controls. I should have messed with those a little bit. Oh god. Oh god. Liquid soda. Thank you for the beer, man. Appreciate it. Nice timing. I can't help but think that that was intentional.
Not Santa Maria, San Luis.
Alright. We got this.
XL 821, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight level 280. American 232, contact Los Angeles Center 134.65.
Yeah! Yeah! How about that?
95, contact Los Angeles 34.65.
Makes up for the crappy landings that we had last 2 of them. The last 2 crappy landings, I should say, that we had.
Jumping tower, helicopter
in.
4 Bravo, 754 Bravo Mike is
hey, it's Lumberhacks.
Like to depart to the west. With the weather,
Delta
sorry.
122, circuit departure, radar contact. Had 3 other people calling at the same time. I guess we'll try it again. I think United 595 called Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight level 230.
So we want to take a left. We basically want to head over here.
For VFR to the west, I believe.
Yes, ma'am. Jumping tower, helicopter 754 Bravo Mike's at signature. Would like to depart to the
Landing
west.
light can come off. Strobe can come off. Bring that mixture out. Nav, taxi, beacon can all stay on. Pitot, he can come off. Wait on her to respond to Lumberhacks.
American 230 Los Angeles Center, cross Clark at maintain 13,000.
I'll take the greaser. I'll take the landing. We'll go watch it here just a second. Yeah, genius, genius, genius. There you go, Dave.
Number ground, Southwest 2096, holding short of Bravo at Terminal 1, ready for taxi.
Request a gang
Number
clearance.
7.
Don't know what that means.
Helicopter calling John Wayne Tower. I didn't catch their call sign. Say again.
November 754 Bravo Mike.
Yeah, dude, we got some good scenery here. Ice 8383 put this stuff together.
For 754 Bravo Mike, John Wayne Tower. Are you on the ground or are you airborne inbound?
We're on the ground at signature. Sorry, I didn't have my transponder on.
For 754 Bravo Mike, Roger, squawk 1523, and you're looking for a straight out departure?
Pilot Brandon will
Yes,
be in
ma'am.
the stream tomorrow. I gotta go. I gotta go do some stuff. Nuke Lab, good to see you, man.
Helicopter 4 Bravo Mike, on departure, fly heading
Waiting to get our taxi in. And we'll go watch that. We'll go watch the landing. Call tonight.
At or below 2,400 till advised. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 1523.
Oh.
And you can expect this job.
T-Craft, dude, that's awful.
Alright, on heading file fly 230, maintain at or below 2,000, and departure is 128.23, and we can expect straight out departure. And 1523 in the box, sorry.
Helicopter 4, Bravo Mike, departure.
Next stream, we're probably going to do a stream on Monday. That'll be Kerbal. Give me just a second here.
For helicopter 4, Bravo Mike.
Yeah, 595, contact Los Angeles Center 133.55. Air 4, Bravo Mike, read back correct and say type helicopter.
Bell 407.
Air 4, Bravo Mike, thank you, and you ready for support now?
Yes, ma'am.
Air 4, Bravo Mike, present departure, departure from present position is approved. Area is a non-movement area, use caution.
We'll use caution and we're clear for departure, helicopter 754, Bravo.
John Wayne, Cessna 717, Tango Sierra, clear hotel, west side, looking for the FBO.
Delta 122, contact Los Angeles Center 128.6.
We are low priority now that we're on the ground. Where's Lumber? There goes Lumber Hacks.
595, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight level 320.
Look at the beautiful little helicopter departing at his own risk.
Yeah, 595, climbing flight level 280. Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra, consider parking V Bravo this frequency. Have a great day.
Parking Bravo, your frequency. Skyhawk 7 Tango Sierra. Have a great night.
Number ground Southwest 2096. Onshore Bravo, Terminal 1, ready for taxi.
Alright, Tango Mike, delayed descent here. Descent to maintain 4,000.
We'll just go a couple of rows down here, give her a park,
Delta
and
122, Los Angeles Center, climb
go watch the replay.
230. Kier 4, Bravo Mike, your radar contact SoCal departure.
Order departure, helicopter 4, Bravo Mike. Good day.
Number ground Southwest
Delivery
2096.
could
Onshore Bravo, Terminal 1, ready for taxi.
691.
All right.
I fought to Santa Monica.
Oh, the chaos is done. I love flying on, whoops, I went the wrong way for those, didn't I? I do love flying on PilotEdge, but man, it gets pretty crazy sometimes. All right, pull the parking brake out. Boop. All right, let's disconnect and go check that out.
Disconnected.
And toggle replay mode. With any luck, it won't crash. All right. Watch as the majestic Cessna 172 comes into 2-0 right in John Wayne. It's really not a difficult approach. And honestly, the winds were what, 280.7. So yeah, the winds were they were 190.09. Yeah, so the winds were basically straight ahead of us. But I'll take that. Couple more views here. Gotta have the runway view. All right. One more. Talk about stroking the ego, they say. That's right. Thanks, Liquid Soda. Mr. Dave Ross, this is John Wayne Airport, KSNA. This scenery you can get on xplane.org by Iced8383. I put together a video over the weekend. It's called X-Plane is Beautiful, and it's on my YouTube channel. This one wasn't featured, but it shows a lot of airports in the U.S. off. I think I hit about 12 or 13 different airports, and put a little music to it and whatnot. And I thought it turned out pretty well. But I would suggest going and checking it out. So the next live stream is going to be on Monday, and it's going to be Kerbal Space Program again. I had a lot of fun with that the other day. Let's go ahead and shut this plane off. I had a lot of fun with that the other day, so we're going to give another go. and see how it pans out. We're going to shoot for getting into orbit and then progressing from there. Maybe we'll try to build our first airplane. The next X-Plane stream is likely going to be next Friday. Keep an eye on Twitter. Keep an eye on the Twitch page here on Friday, and I'll let you guys know. It depends on if I've got anything going on Friday evening. I honestly can't plan that far ahead right now. Like, my brain's just not functioning in that manner. But everybody, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I had an absolute blast with you guys. I don't know who else is live right now. Where can we send this train off to? Who do we have? Well, we got Indy Flyer. All right. Everybody go say hi to Indy Flyer. Twitch.tv/Indy Flyer right there. And have a great night. Have a great weekend. And we'll hopefully see you next week. Thank you all again for tuning in. Let's go awkwardly find the music. Bring that in. Good night, guys.